Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kim and this is Expedition Through Pages. So today I'm bringing you a tag video. I was very kindly tagged by Andy from Science Mama to do the 2020 New Year's book tag. She's really cool. She's just started her channel this year as well. She reads a lot of interesting things and has some information on kind of books that are good for children as well, and then historical fiction and non-fiction and things like that. And yeah, so far I love her channel, so definitely go check her out. And thank you, Andy, for tagging me. It was very exciting when I saw. Okay, there are 7 questions in this tag, so I'm just going to jump straight right into it. The first question is, how many books do you plan to read in 2020? Okay, so let's put this into context. I'm a bit of a slow reader. I am speeding up, but okay, long story short, I put my Goodreads goal at 30 books, because last year I read 32 and the year before that I read 20. So I had my goal last year set at 20 because I'd read 20 books the year before, and last year I read 32, so just gonna set it at 30 and see how we go, but I secretly hope to read more. So question number 2 is, name 5 books that you didn't get to in 2019 that you're going to make a priority in 2020. And for this, I've taken 3 books off of my 20 books to read in 2020 list that I've done for myself, which I haven't actually made a video about, but in my beginning credits, that little line of books are the 20 books that I want to read in 2020. And so every time I've read one, I'm going to make them colour, just so I can visually see if it's actually done and how far I have to go and stuff like that. So far, only 1 is in colour. Anyway, so 3 of them are from that, and then 2 other ones are ones that I didn't put on the 20 list, but I probably should have. So to start with is Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran Foer. So this isn't from 2019, it came out quite a while ago now. Oh wow, yeah, it came out 10 years ago. So 2019, and I've probably had it since 2019 if I'm honest. So this is when the author has gone round to visit different farms. Yeah, so on the back it says, travel into the darkest corners of our dining habits. Foer raises the unspoken question behind every fish we eat, every chicken we fry, and every burger we grill. And I'm just really interested to see what he found, because I don't know much about the way in which we actually do manufacture food. I know little bits, and I probably assume things. So I'm interested to read this definitely this year. Then there was a little book that I bought when I was on holiday last year. I picked up Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi, and this, look at that little cat, it's funny. Anyway, so this book is set in a cafe where you can, if you sit in a particular seat, you can time travel, and the only rule is you have to get back before the coffee gets cold. That's all I know about this. It's a very short book, so that's all I want to know, and hopefully it'll be good. I think I've heard good things, or I may have only just heard people talking about it, so we'll see what I think. Next up is Nikola Tesla's The Problem of Increasing Human Energy. I'm not sure exactly when he wrote it, but I think it was an article in a magazine that he wrote. I just thought it would be interesting to read from his perspective, and if what he thought the solutions were when he wrote it. And this copy is just beautiful. My boyfriend actually is working in Serbia, and he went to the Nikola Tesla Museum and picked this up for me. So thanks. The next book that I want to prioritise, and I did buy last year and I haven't read, is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. And I've watched all of the Hunger Games films, so I guess I know what happens, although it was a long time ago. The particular details are pretty hazy. And I wanted to read this book because I've heard that there's a prequel coming out later this year. I'm not sure when. I haven't looked it up, to be honest. But anyway, I do want to prioritise this trilogy this year. and just to catch up. I've never read the books, so usually the book is better than the film, and I love the films, so I have high hopes for this trilogy. And lastly, the fifth book that I want to prioritise this year is Middle Game by Shauna Maguire. This book has had rave reviews, and I, on purpose, have not learned anything about it because I love going into books not knowing anything about them. I heard the word scientist banded around and science, so anyway, yeah, I'm not going to read the back even, or the blurb to share details. So yeah, I'm really excited to pick this one up. Oh, that was a bit of a long question. Question number 3 is, what genre do you want to read more of? And actually, I was thinking about this, and I realised that I've answered it of late, and that is science fiction. Because I've always thought, I don't know, I've always felt quite negative towards science fiction. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's just society has made me feel that it's not for me. I'm not really sure. But I've recently been reading science fiction, and obviously I like science, so why would I not like science fiction? So, and I think it's like the alien thing, and Star Trek doesn't really do it for me. But anyway, long story short, I'm going to try and pick up more sci-fis this year. If anyone has any recommendations for cool sci-fis, that would be great. I think I'm more into sci-fi that's based on real, like, speculative sci-fi, if you know what I mean. So not too away from our reality. I think I like things to be regular life with like a bit of science fiction. And like using kind of the laws of science that we have now to kind of say, okay, how far can we push this? Like, where can this go? I like that, I think, the most. But having said that, I'm also enjoying the book I'm reading at the moment, A Life for Rent by Yoss, and that's got loads of aliens. So maybe I'm not as picky as I thought. Question number 3 is, name 3 non-book related goals for 2020. I'm going to be boring and generic here and say that I really want to get into like an exercise routine schedule. I really want to do that couch to 5k thing. So I'm planning on starting that this week. I also want to make sure I keep on top of yoga and things like that. So that's kind of my exercise goal. My other goal is to eat better and to try and be actively thinking about the different foods that I'm eating, because I'm not very good with food. So I feel like if I plan things out better, I would eat better, and, you know, take your lunch to work and all of that kind of stuff. Another goal that I want to reach this year is to stick to teaching myself coding, so that I can then apply for jobs that I want to apply for. And I'm going to be as vague as that, because I'm not actually sure what I'm looking for or anything like that. But I do want to learn how to code properly. So that is another goal that I have in 2020. Question number 5 is, what book have you had forever that you still need to read? And okay, so basically anything on, because I've moved around a lot in my life, I've ended up with things everywhere. I went to my mum's at Christmas and I picked up some books that I had there. I didn't pick all of them up, but I picked up quite a few sciencey books, and honestly it's like I just have bought the whole of Waterstone's like smart thinking section. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to put a picture here so you can see how ridiculous it is. This is just some of the books that I had at my mum's that I bought back. And it's so funny because I have like a bookmark in almost every one of them at like 10-20 pages in, where I've started reading and then just not carried on. So this used to be my reading life, where I just want to consume everything and then just be too busy to actually read, or feel too busy to read. Anyway, so I just chose one of the books from there. I'm not sure when I bought it, but I've had them for years. So this probably isn't the oldest one, but it was written in 2006, which is pretty old. And that is The Origins of the British by Stephen Oppenheimer. And yeah, I mean, I guess it speaks for itself, really. It's the story of the British people. So it says, a new prehistory of Britain and Ireland from Ice Age hunter-gatherers to Vikings as revealed by DNA analysis. The final question of the tag is tag someone. I think I'm just going to say, if you're watching this and you would like to do the tag, then please do it and post a video like in the comments for me to watch, if that's okay. You don't have to. Yeah, so just like, honestly, if you feel like doing the tag, then I tag you. So yeah, this was really fun. Thanks Angie again. I really enjoyed making this and chatting with you guys. So I hope everyone's doing well today, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.